King, podcast, a whole lot of laughs for your dog ass. Pull up 17, family come run, nigga got a little baby, tell him crawl fast. Talking all gas, no brakes, about to have a blast. Haters gon' hate, talk so much trash, can't hold your phone straight. This the comedy podcast. They won't, man. Now what platform talk rock and rap songs, some wrestling movies, then hop on that porn and came with anything entertainment. Man, who lines think they playing with? Every other channel, that's the same shit. Talk kid like, man, it's a game switch. You don't feel what we said, but you can't skip. Yeah, we hear what you playing, but it ain't this. So, ladies and gents, I would like to present some of the funniest shit you have ever witnessed. Introducing your host that be doing the most. If you and your folks wonder whoever did this, one time from now you finna find out what it's all about. My forever privilege. Pay attention, this is Talk Out and Listening. Biggest in the business, don't push the britches off. Hey. You are now tuned into Talk, King, and Listen. My boy, your host.
Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I wish I had that soundbite. We're here. We're on Wax the Podcast.
Let's go.
What up?
There it is.
There it is. What it do, baby?
Wow.
On Wax in this bitch.
Wow, now just
San Antonio in this bitch. Talking in this bitch. What up?
It's always a fuck up in the beginning.
Always a fuck up.
Whatever.
Way to go. Way to go.
The speaker died, but you took over, so it worked out.
We're straight. We're straight. That's what I'm here for.
There we go.
Another one.
Oh.
And we are here with On Wax the Podcast.
Yeah.
A personal friend of mine, known for a hot minute. I was actually thinking about it, and I think I have known you since 2008.
Holy fuck.
17 years? Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute. And I have
How
been
old are
a
you?
personal fan of On Wax.
Yeah, that's like asking a woman her weight,
sorry.
man. You don't do that. No, I'm
How much
37.
you weigh? No.
I'm 30. I'm 37, man. I'm old.
Oh, okay. Hey, pause. You don't look it.
I'm old, man. 37. 38 this year, I think.
38
Yeah, I
in
think I
December.
turned 38 in December, yeah. I'm old.
Good for you.
Do not come.
I didn't even realize that we went to the same high school. We spoke about it way later. We were both, I went to Marshall, she went to Marshall. So.
But he went for like 2 weeks and
I went for like just a
didn't
few
go
months,
anymore.
You dropped out?
Ain't that the
It was a whole
I was gonna
thing.
say,
I went to
We talked
alternative
about it.
respect.
Go ahead.
I went to alternative school. A bully thought he could bully me was the short story, and I just had to let him know, man.
You bully bullies.
I bully bullies.
There you go.
Ah! And I went to alternative school. Those are dope, man. I'm gonna be laughing all episode. Yeah,
it's good.
I'm glad
It's
to be
good.
here. I'm glad to be here, man. It's been a long time coming. We've been talking about it for a long time, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're here.
I'm glad we finally made it happen.
Yeah.
I want to start with the podcast journey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
like how long you been doing it?
Yeah.
What made you
so
want to start?
Me and my co-host LJ, he's from Virginia. We've been best friends since 1995, and it was crazy. I tell all these people these stories, and it's almost like how the stars aligned. We both moved to Smithville the same year. We both were in the same second grade class, and my birthday is December 9th, and then we find out that his birthday is December 8th, same year. All these like crazy facts aligned, and from second grade, which is weird because. Who stays friends with their second
Exactly.
grade
That's
classmate?
fucking crazy.
And he, when we graduated, he went to El Paso. I saw him in El Paso when he was in UTEP, and he went to the Navy, and he was in Virginia Beach, and I saw him there. He was in New York. I saw him there. We just been like doing this whole travel thing, and just every chance we get as adults, we just try to go, like, whether it's Vegas or Miami, just link up, have fun as adults, and we do this podcast thing like you'd mentioned. And prior to the podcast, I noticed you were rapping, man. We were rapping before we were podcasting. Before we were rapping, we were in theater arts, and we'd be in these plays, and we'd perform music videos, and like we'd do these acting scenes. So like we are always looking at like how we could stand out amongst our peers. And so then like as the music we find kind of came to the conclusion, okay, this ain't gonna take off, obviously.
I feel that.
What's next? And it was podcasting.
I feel that.
We jumped in, and we love it, man. Been doing it since I think 2018, 2017. I forget exactly what it is, but a lot longer than everybody else. God damn it!
Yeah.
And that's what I always say it. Like it sounds cocky to say it, but it's just factual. Like I'm literally in San Antonio, at least a fucking pioneer. Put some respect on my name. And we've been doing it for 7-8 years, man. And We love it, man. I love it for sure.
And I've been
I don't know if you know it. I love that shit.
a long time listener of that particular podcast. So like, you know that you always like send me like, hey, you know, I got one, and I'm like, okay. And then I am one of those bad ones that you sometimes rag on your episode. That I like to save them. And then when I have like a few long days of cleaning and I'm done with hearing my audio, I catch up, and I'm always like sending you like, oh, this is what I think, you know, so we're always constantly talking about your episode, and I really like it.
Always, it's always supportive. I love that shit.
Well, it's one of those things that you always mention, and I'm a huge believer in it. Is support is free.
Yep.
You know, so you always ask. You always ask, post a story, post a reel, post whatever, and I try.
It helps.
And I try. I mean, I don't have a large following at all, but
any following is
a following.
Yeah, no, and that's what kind of bothers me about being a local podcast is it's so hard to get support. Like even from your own fucking people, the people that you would just assume. Just assume would double tap a post. You would just assume could easily put a fire emoji. Just something so fucking simple.
Any kind of interaction.
Any type of engagement, and they just don't do it. And I saw this post today. It was like, man, like it's crazy how like your friends and family don't support, but like strangers will.
Yep.
And like friends and family won't buy your shirt, but strangers will. And it just means a lot to me. So, and I've been wanting to say this like on public record. Is like when I say I'm San Antonio's #1 podcast, I speak that A into existence, but B, I speak it to my audience and my future audience, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I've been getting a lot of backlash with it because like I
From
feel
who?
like just peers, and I think like they think I'm taking a shot at you. So if I'm on this episode, I'm like, I'm San Antonio's #1 podcast. Talk can listen to it and be like, oh, bro, what about me? Or no, I do this or I do that. It's like, bro, I'm like. With all due respect,
I could be like this.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's what you hear from a lot of people. Is like, tell them fuck them, like fuck them. And I'm like, man, like I don't want to be a gatekeeper. I don't want to be like a hater. I don't want to like not support people. So any which way I can help and support and do this and do that, I'm always willing to do it. But yeah, man, it's just hard to get support from, you know, especially your peers. That's why I love to do these episodes and shout out to BFR and I was gonna bring that up.
The Gin podcast. Those guys have offered for me to be on their platform, so I appreciate everything.
Because I noticed you've been on there a lot recently, right?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of collaboration episodes. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, we
shout them out because I felt bad when we did the whole like who are the top podcasts and they commented. They were like, "What about us?" I was like, "We were just going off the top."
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was not intentional.
Yeah.
They're
dope. Shout out to Flaw. Shout out to me, shout out to Rich.
Them out.
Shout out to Lock Connect over there. They said their whole movement's dope too. Like everybody's growing, and like I always say, like even if I claim I'm San Antonio's #1 or #2 or whatever, like, hey, who the fuck says like I'm San Antonio's 8th podcast? Like,
right.
Like you're shooting for the best. You want to be the best, and
that's my slogan. We're top 12. That's the slogan here.
I heard you say that shit. But you know, you're shooting for the best, and what's neat is like this is the best thing that I can try to like formulate is like. You have your audience and you have your like demographic and your niche, right? Yeah. I have mine, and like BFR, I know they're shooting to be like comedy and get a lot of comedians and be funny. I don't try to like really be funny on my episodes. Like we're talking about my daughter's 15th birthday and how she just got a boyfriend, and you know we did this and we did that. Like so like
everyone has their own lane.
Right.
So And I incorporate music in it, and I do the shows, and I do those events, and I like to interview musicians and rappers and comedians. So like, I'm like a pot of gumbo. Like there's a lot of stuff going on with mine, and I'm not really shooting to be any specific
type of genre.
You're right.
You want to be
and that's
everything.
kind of what I've been shooting for this entire time, and it's been working. So shout out to BFR. Like I said, they've helped me quite a bit. The Gin podcast is another one. I think he was the first one that I was a guest on, and he just said the same thing. It's like, man, like I've been following your journey for a minute. Like you're doing your thing, and it means a lot to me because, like I said, other platforms or other podcasts, I've reached out or I've showed support or I've commented, and you don't really get the same response. And so it's like for me, and maybe I'm overthinking it because I do overthink.
I overthink the fucking.
But
shit.
like maybe
it's like fucking Hunger Games for them.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Right.
motherfucker. You're the
Which
you're
is
the
not
enemy.
the way to be.
No, over
it
here,
really isn't.
I love the local scene of
Yeah.
podcasts, of music, of wrestling. I know it's competitive with a lot of them, but I'm chilling.
Yeah, me too. Especially as I get older, like I want to help out as much as I can. Like anything I can do for you guys to help out, I'm willing to do it. Cause
Can I bring something up?
sure, what up?
So apparently Petra texted Sarah like an hour and a half ago,
Yeah.
asking if it was okay to wear your T-shirt. And I was like,
So
well, I told Sarah, I was like, why the fuck wouldn't it be okay?
Well-
Because I wear the shirts of all our, like when we have wrestlers,
Yeah.
I'm wearing their shirts and
Nice,
not
okay.
my own. And it just made me laugh. I was like, what?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's not my podcast. I'm a co-host, and as we're being
I
respectful,
know, it was
I
just
wanted
funny to
ask
me.
that.
I was
Right.
like, because I don't even wear my own shirt half the time.
And I usually do. I usually support Tall Can.
I just thought it was
obviously,
funny.
So.
Well, what I'll say last thing about the local scene of podcasting is I feel like you, me, BFR, any the GAM podcast, we're nowhere near where we all want to be, right?
Yeah.
Like you have a
No.
goal where you want to be, I want to be where I want to be, and this is my warning to everybody. Let's all rise. It's like the World Rumble, right? Let's all let's get everybody the fuck out of there.
Okay.
And then when it's like the last 4 or 5, and we're
Then you
where we
duke it out.
want to be, then
And
we
then
can
I'll
do
throw your
it
ass
out.
out. No.
Then I'll toss you over the top rope. But
Hey.
until then,
Oh, you talking about
let's work
wrestling?
together, yeah.
Mercy, I'm about to bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's work together, and then who knows? Maybe we don't even have to throw each other off the top rope. Maybe we can go against Houston, and maybe we can go against Austin, and maybe we can go against Dallas, and I think
And that's the way it should be, I think.
right. Working
I
together
think
definitely
working together.
works out better in my opinion. So.
when you go to Houston.
Yeah, fuck them.
Oh,
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
I was gonna say, I thought you were a Rockets
Nah,
fan.
I'm a Rocket fan. But yeah,
Yeah, you guys actually have quite a bit in common.
I was telling you
Yeah.
the same thing, man. A lot in common. The music for sure. The Rockets for sure. The wrestling, like I said, I don't watch it that much anymore. But I mean, we could talk like from Brutus the Barber Beefcake to fucking Owen Hart to fucking Marty Jannetty. I can go for days on like the older wrestlers.
You
I
are
used
old.
to
Fuck.
watch.
No.
We used to,
Ouch!
we used to play. I used to play that SmackDown game for fucking years,
Okay, yeah,
dude.
me
I used
too.
to be on the SmackDown game. There was even before then. I would play those games quite a bit. I had the wrestlers. I had the ring. I had the little entrance. You know, with the ladders and chairs. Like I had all the accessories. I was telling him when I was 5, I was a Ultimate Warrior for Halloween. Like
Aw, they so cute.
every 3/16, I get 2 fucking breakaway.
Yeah, that's what you
What's up? Give me it. You know, I get down for some wrestling, man. I just haven't paid
It's
attention
perfect
too
that
much.
he's right here.
I've switched to UFC and boxing. More
Oh,
so
that fake
UFC.
shit.
Yeah, that's that real shit. As real as it gets.
And you go, like you and LJ will go to Vegas and
Yeah.
and go watch and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Those
we're
are
going,
some of
we're
the
going
things that they talk about.
29 days. We're going for International Fight
Oh, fuck.
Weekend.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna go for the slap fight.
Oh, fuck. Those are
That's
fucking
right.
wild.
You've been talking about that.
We're going to slap
Yeah.
fight. I don't know if we'll go to the UFC because I ain't balling yet, right? So the slap fight was $215. So I think the UFC's cheapest ticket is $376 plus tax. So like that's gonna push up to close to $5. So I think we'll just go to Vegas. We'll watch the fights. We'll bet on the fights. We'll go to the press conference. We'll go to the weigh-ins. Do all like the meet and greets and all that fun stuff. Take advantage of all the the activities for International Fight Weekend. But most definitely we're doing the slap fight. That's
gonna be so dope.
we're third row, by the way. So
You're gonna get the powder on your face.
bro, let me start on it real quick.
Yeah.
Third row. I'm gonna be from here to this motherfucking camera right there from slaps. I'm gonna have powder on my face. I'm gonna hear Pah! I'm gonna have them. It's gonna be fucking dope. I got tickets right next to Countdown SA right here in San Antonio.
Okay.
Countdown SA. Shout out to Countdown SA. If you want the best kicks in the motherfucking city, go visit Countdown SA. Right at Alamo Ranch. They're my motherfucking partner, man. Shout out to my boy.
That's awesome.
We bought tickets right next to him, so it's gonna be like 9 deep. It's gonna be Countdown SA's people. It's gonna be on wax. It's gonna be our friends. Third row. It's gonna be fucking dope. See Paige Van Zandt. There's gonna be some hitters out there. Last time I went, I met Andrew Tate. We saw Mel Gibson, Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman. I mean, there were so many people, like obviously fighters and stuff that were there. It was fucking amazing. So and I told LJ, I was like, bro, next time they're here, we gotta go. And it just worked out that it was International Fight Weekend. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Shits are hitting.
Oh, is that number 2?
Yeah, but
Gotta step my game up. I'm drinking like a baby.
And
Man,
no
I'm glad y'all
drinking
got
for
me
me.
on this motherfucker, man.
No drinking for me. I drank plenty while I was losing in Eagle Pass, but it's okay.
Tall can.
Oh, shit, yeah. All right, everyone, settle down. I have an announcement. Tonight we're getting fucked up, hyped up, riled up, I don't know, whichever wording you prefer. Thanks to our sponsor, the fine folks at Breakaway Brewing Company. Oh, goddamn, that's the good stuff. Breakaway Brewing right here in San Antonio. And they're not just making beer. They're making some goddamn good beer. And they've got something for every single one of you. Here at Tall Can Listening, we like to keep it local. And Breakaway Brewing gets local. They're San Antonio's only cycling-themed brewery, still peddling out those incredible brews. And get this, these guys don't just love bikes, they love supporting local, including the wild world of San Antonio wrestling. That's right, they're in the corner of those brave souls hitting the canvas for your entertainment. And they've got a lineup that'll make your taste buds do the Tour de France. First up, you gotta try the Texan, their Mexican lager. It's crisp, it's clean, it's perfect for this Texas heat. Then there's the brew that's near and dear to our hearts, the Handlebar, their American Amber Ale. And this one was a collaboration with one of Tall Can Listening's co-hosts, the magnificent Stud Stash.
Oh, yeah.
And the awesome crew at United 2-0. And you can grab Handlebar on tap right now and even take a 4-pack home with you. Support local beer and local wrestling, people. But they ain't done yet. If you're craving something with a little more oomph on the hop side, you have to dive into Fiesta on the Hill, their cold IPA. Now this is a damn interesting beer. It's crisp and clean like a lager, but then bam, you get hit with these fantastic tropical hop notes, just like a proper IPA. They've got a whole damn stable of other killer beers too, from refreshing pilsners to those hazy creations that'll make you question reality. But trust me, the Texan, Handlebar, and Fiesta on the Hill, they're all hitting the right notes. Hitting all the right notes. Head on down to the Breakaway Brewing Company at 1518 East Grayson Street and tell them Nalf and the crew from Tall Can Listening sent you. Grab a pint of the Texan, a 4-pack of that Handlebar, and get your hot fix with Fiesta on the Hill. Find them on Facebook or Instagram at Breakaway Brewing SA and get ready to break away from the ordinary.
Tall can.
So what's been going on in your world? What's going on?
Man, I've been fucking, and me and Nalf talked about this briefly, overwhelmed, man. Like, it's nothing like where you gotta worry or anything, but like kids like baseball, and they both have 2 different days. So I think, one practices Tuesdays and Thursdays, one practices Mondays and Wednesdays, and then they got jiu-jitsu Mondays and Wednesdays, optional Friday. Then they have games Saturday and Sunday. I work, anything that I want to do on my spare time, it conflicts with it, any other chore, any other, responsibility. So like just balancing life, man, trying to be the absolute best father I could be, number one, and then everything else falls. So like if these episodes aren't coming out to your liking every Wednesday, man, life got us in
I feel that. Hey, you're good on going weekly. It takes me like
Most of the time he does pretty good.
Yeah.
Give
I've been
yourself the
slacking
benefit.
lately.
It's been okay.
It's everybody, man. It's life, man.
Yeah.
It's just kind of got us all on the chokehold, man. So we're trying our best over here, but
Cause you edit everything yourself, right?
LJ does.
Yeah,
Oh.
LJ
I'm
does
just
a good job.
the talent.
I'm telling her to fuck up. No, I'm just.
No, I
I'm
know,
just
right?
fucking- I'm just fucking around.
I know. I be jumping his ass sometimes too. I'm like,
And-
get your fucking ass ready.
And I apologize because I don't want to say your daughter's wrong.
Whoa.
The name
Whoa.
of your daughter's wrong. Is it Elise?
Elisa.
Elisa.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just briefly mentioned she's a teenager, and then she's got a boyfriend, and that has got to be
Finish
crazy.
him!
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, no, it's tough, man. Just like I said, being a father, and she's 15, so like I guess you gotta respect that she told me, right? Because she could try to hide it and keep it on my back and do things behind my back, but so you try to like. And again, 15. I remember when I was 15, right? And the shit that I was into and shit, we was talking about like porno and shit. I remember I had a motherfucking porno in untucked, boy. It was under the mattress, boy. As soon as my parents said, "See, we're gonna go to HEB." All right,
Started young.
Yeah.
I started young.
But hey, we used to have to like record that or like rewind that shit, get it to your favorite scene.
Yeah, it was a little different era back then, but
Yeah, like
I do remember being 15. It was tough. So
printing out pictures. It would take forever.
yeah.
Okay, so something that that I've heard on your episode before that I do want to talk about,
Sure.
just because you mentioned
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm the type that I don't need the storyline. I just want to get
Here we
to
go.
the
No,
point.
we've talked about.
I want to get to the point.
I love
need
the
the
story.
plot,
Yeah.
baby.
I need to see the build up. It's a cinematic film.
And people get that twisted. I'm not sitting there with a hard dick like
No, exactly. I'm
10 minutes
watching.
strong. You gotta go from like 30 seconds to a minute and a half. You just want to kind of
Because then if you forward too far, it's like, wait, rewind it.
Right, what?
Why is he getting his dick sucked? Yeah.
No, that's when you gotta start. Is you gotta like, all right. So like the realtor, like, okay, were you interested in this house?
Yeah, like I want to see what led
You fast
to
forward
it.
a little bit. Now they're in the kitchen.
Mhm.
What do you have? Meat. Now they're in the bed.
Yeah.
Bras off. Okay, time to go.
Yes, thank
But
you. You get
gotta,
it.
You gotta know what's going on.
Nah, I
get
don't need
it.
any of that.
LJ swears to God, like, he's just horny. I'm just assuming he's just fucking horny. And he just pushes play. And he's like, and he's like,
No.
like, I
No.
need the plot, bro.
No. But I don't even jerk off. I just watch the plot and I'm like,
I
this
just
is
need the
fun.
plot, man. Well, you know the craziest part is I told LJ this and he's like, you're really fucking crazy. I just need the plot to get me up, and then I don't even really care for the video. I just need the plot.
Yeah, it's
I just need the scenario. Right. I got it. Yeah, no, right. I just go based on imagination
Yes.
after I get worked up. No.
Speaking of porn, shout out Violet Myers. How do you feel about Violet Myers? Exactly.
No, but speaking of, we had a sponsorship with Hustler. That was huge,
That was
man.
big.
Yeah,
Because
you gotta talk about that first.
yeah, that was huge because they reached out to me. And,
Hell yeah.
And how did they find you? How? I know how.
I mean, listen, internet is the internet, but ChatGPT just does not lie.
It doesn't.
And I had to get this message from Instagram, and it was in the other folder. Like it
I
didn't
fucking
pop up,
hate that.
and I didn't even see the shit for a minute until I was like, "Damn, what the fuck is this?" And I legitimately thought it was a scam because the lady had 0 mutual followers with me. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I click it and was like, hey, we're having, and this is like, let's just say in June. And she's like, hey, we're having this event in August, this, that, and the other. You know, we wanted to see if you wanted to, you know, do some marketing promos for Hustler Hollywood right here on San Antonio. And I'm like, okay, the fuck?
The 0 followers is what would
0
happen.
mutual
Yeah.
followers.
Oh, okay, mutual followers. Okay.
She had followers. And so then I'm reading, and it was like, you know, Lisa Ann. Beep, 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 beep. Just kidding.
They're not.
But no, if we're being fair, you know, I knew who the fuck she was. I definitely knew who the fuck she was. And so like, I go to Hustler, and I'm just kind of checking out the store. I introduced myself, like, hey, this is Jonathan, da da da. And I was like, I just have to ask. And she's like, what? And I was like, how the fuck did you even find me?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm
This is so
glad-
random. Thank you.
It's a good question.
I was like, I was looking at the page, like, there's new mutual following. I was talking to my co-host about it, and we just were like, how the fuck you find us? And she's like, it's just the darndest story. And I was like,
Yep.
I got time. And she was like, so we were searching on ChatGPT, and we said, like, what podcast? Who's San Antonio's
#1 podcast.
#1 podcast? And she said one person came up on Wax the podcast, and
Do not come.
it was. I mean, to be fair, like I be talking my shit, right? I'm cocky
Yeah.
sometimes. I'm confident sometimes, but like on a real note, like how fucking crazy is that?
No, that's yeah.
She shows me. She's like, "Watch, I screen recorded just in case you wanted to see it." And we're looking, and she's like, "If I have this, you know, porn star coming into town, how would you promote it?" And it's like, "You might go to a local radio station or check out some local podcast." She's like, "What local podcast in San Antonio would be able to help me promote this event? Here's your local podcast. That'd be great. On Wax the podcast."
That's fire.
And we got
That's
to interview Lisa Ann,
Mm-hmm.
and who's even better than Lisa Ann? We got Kazumi.
Fuck! Sorry.
Who's has some scenes
I know.
with Violet Myers.
And I wanted to drive to Austin, but I did not.
that would have been dope,
How
man.
the fuck was Kazumi?
She honestly, like, no shots at Lisa Ann, because I like Lisa Ann.
No,
she was a
Lisa-
nice lady.
Yeah.
But Kazumi was
30 times nicer, 30 times more personal.
It looked very
so nice.
interactive.
Yeah, it was so crazy, man.
She was like,
It
yeah.
was crazy. She was super nice, man. But she had a Q&A,
Chicks.
like a meet and
yeah.
greet. And in the meet and greet, like, you'd have these fucking random, like, creeps be like, question. And she's like, yes, sir. How can I help you? And she's all like, he's like, you ever sleep with a fan from a Q&A before?
Jesus fuck.
Oh,
And she was
no.
like, well, actually, I have. And the guy's like, oh. Right. And I would just be sitting there because I was just there for media, right? And like I didn't want to overplay my card. I didn't even, to be fair, like I didn't know who she was prior to. I knew she was on Adam 22 because I watched a lot of No Jumper, and I've seen her on those shows before, so I kind of knew who she was, but I didn't really know her. And like her reception, man, she had tons of people there, like diehard fans.
She wasn't in your history. Huh?
No, she was not in my history. Kazumi was free from my history, but when I got there, like I didn't want to like, and that's another thing too. Is like even with Lisa Ann, like when Lisa Ann walked in the building. Okay, so quick, we got time. What do we got?
Yeah,
We got
we got
tons of
time.
time.
I get there early for the Lisa Ann event, and let's just say it started at 4. I don't remember 2, 4. I forget what time it started. I get there. Let's just say it started at 2. I get there like at 12:30 to like just get the vibe check, see where I'm gonna be, this, that, and the other. And like there was a guy there already. He's like, "You here for Lisa Ann?" And I thought just because he was there early, I'm here early, he had to be some sort of media photographer, videographer, some shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I'm with On Wax, the podcast. He's like, whoo, traveled all the way from Beaumont.
God damn.
And I was like, shit, dude, really? He's like, oh, yeah, she's my favorite. And, like, we're going back and forth. And, like, next thing you know, he's, like, front of the line. Like, literally, like, that. He's like, where's the line going to be? Right here.
Hard
He's
as
just
fuck.
like, he's, like, right in line. So, like, I was doing some filming. I was going to shoot, like, some of the highlighted videos of what I thought was dope at Hustler. And, like, you hear everybody's like, she's here! She's here! And, like, everybody's like, oh, boy. And, like, as much as I wanted to be excited because I was there for 90
You gotta
minutes,
play
I
it
was
cool.
like,
You gotta play it cool.
and my adrenaline's rushing too because I'm like, I'm about to interview her.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. No, I would have been like what is it, like about to throw
Starstruck?
up?
Yeah,
No,
like, I
would've
felt
been like,
I get nervous too. I don't show it often, which is neat. That's one of my like hidden fucking skill sets.
Good for you.
I won't show it. So when she walks in, like, I didn't even play her no fucking mind. Like I'm still recording. I'm still doing this and like she's walking right by me. She's like, hey, where am I gonna be? And I'm just like,
in my pants. What?
Yeah. And like finally I'm like, oh man, nice to meet you. I'm Jonathan on Wax
Nice to
podcast,
meet
whatever.
you.
Yeah, you know, I'm that motherfucker.
I've jerked off to you 17 times in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Lisa Ann though. But
She
yeah,
was super sweet though.
She was very.
was
You
nice.
thought she was nice?
Okay, well, she
us.
was really nice to us.
She
She,
was-
complimented my hair.
She was a little bit like I wouldn't even say mean. Like she was just real like business. Like when before I got there, she's like, "Were you gonna record that?" She's like, "You know you're gonna get all this noise, right?"
Oh, because you got the media part of
and
it.
she's
Okay,
like,
we got
well,
the fan.
we got to do this over here. Guys, be quiet. We're about to record. We're about to record.
So you got the
keep it
other
down.
half.
Keep it down. We're about to
Okay,
record.
she's business,
And I'm
but it's
like,
cool.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Tell him, bro.
You saw the other side.
Yeah, no, she was a little bit.
Tall Can
Big shout out to our sponsor, Opie, the VIP bird of wrestling. If you support Tall Can Listen, you got to make sure you support Opie, the VIP bird. Go follow him on all social medias. Just type in Opie, the VIP bird, Opie, the Indian ringneck. You'll find him. Instagram, Facebook. And actually, he has merch now. So let's go ahead and check that out. Go to www.opiethevip.store. They got shirts and backpacks and what are the things that go around your waist? My mind just went blank. Fanny packs. They got fanny packs. They got koozies, hats, so much more. All very affordable. Go check out the store. Follow Opie on social media. Do all that. Make sure you go to local wrestling shows and you'll see him VIP ringside. Take a picture with Opie whenever you can. Because Opie is a goddamn star.
What's your Texas rapper Mount Rushmore?
I always get flack about this, and
Oh fuck, who do you have?
no, it's not that who I have; it's who I leave off, and I feel like this has also started a little bit of controversy because, like, let me talk about shit, and I've said this several times. I've said this several times. I've said this several times. People don't believe me. I'm from Smithville, Texas. And now to you or to this guy or to this guy, that could come off as country, or that could come off as, motherfucker don't know shit about rap, or that could come off as discrediting me because I claim I'm from Smithville. Since you're talking about Google history, since you're talking about Google, do me a favor and Google who the fuck is from Smithville, Texas. You will find out that DJ Screw is born and raised in Smithville.
You know what?
I went to school every single day with his niece. I could go drive by his sister's house. You could go down Harris Street today, not today, but when I
I get it.
And you could see the 96 Impala the candy blue Impala on blades. We were heavily influenced by DJ Screw. If you were from the hood, which I was when my parents got divorced, my mom moved to the hood.
Shout out divorce.
Regardless, though, like Smithville is segregated. And anybody lives there knows that. On one side, it's all the white people. On one side, it's all the black and Mexicans. And if you lived on that motherfucking side, and that's in the era when we all had Bang in the trunk, we all had the screens, we all had the sound system. Literally, like, ain't nobody fucking listening to fucking, Ludacris. We only had Screwed Up Click in the deck. We only had Swisher House in the deck. That's all we fucking knew. And so, like, when people talk hip-hop with me, or specifically Texas hip-hop, I'm going to go and say, I'm more or equally credentialed to talk about that shit than anybody. You can put on, I could challenge you right now, type in Paul Wall freestyle and just put something on, Chameleon freestyle, and let's just see if I can recite it, like, Paul Wall, I'm the people's champ, my chain light up like a lamp, cause now I'm back with the camp. Shit's too easy for me. So when you talk Texas hip-hop, put some respect on my name, and I got a lot of fucking people discrediting my opinion on that shit, and what I will say respectfully, and I said this when I gave my list out, respectfully, Scarface was a little before my time. I never listened to Scarface.
He's not on mine. My stomach just
I did. Oh, damn.
So I leave them off my list. Same with UGK. Like, they're when they were in their prime, that was when I was not listening to this era of music. Yep. But when I started to listen to this was around 2000, 2001, 2002. And during that time, all I knew was, this is the way we ball.
Little flip.
And we like to floss.
Hey.
All my diamonds gloss.
Yeah.
I represent this. Like, that's all we knew. Mm-hmm. So for the longest time, still to this day, if I had to name my absolute favorite Texas rapper, you got to put Lil Flip as number one in my book. In my book.
Yeah, no, fair.
And then this is the era before the internet. So like, we were listening to Paul Wall and Chameleon, all the mixtape, all the Swish House mixtapes, but then they dropped Get Your Mind Correct. And they didn't. And the only way you could find out what they look like is if you buy the CD and you look at their album booklet. So I remember my brother took me from Smithville all the way to Barton Creek Mall and dropped me off. I ran up to Sam Goody or whatever the fuck it was, and I purchased the Get Your Mind Correct, and I found out that Paul Wall was white.
You would have never guessed.
Oh, I'm the people's champ. And so he immediately just goes, beep, 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 beep. Paul Wall's my motherfucking dude, so it's hard for you not to put Paul Wall up there. I'll tell you, those two, I mean, I was always a Swisher House boy, so I love Mike Jones, I love Slim Thug, I love all those boys, but
Slim Thug,
motherfucker.
I saw all this coming.
That man's been prepared. But as I got older, I appreciated the Screwed Up Click artists better. Like, I used to not care for Zero. I love Zero now. Love Zero now. He's probably one of my favorites now as an adult. Still never liked Trey, especially now after the
after what he did, bitch ass. I was gonna say it. I almost said it.
How many is it? 4? You gotta put. Oh, and real quick, I probably won't put him on my 4. But if you're talking credentials, I think as like if I was being what's the right word, like
I don't know,
like based on credentials, like if I was being like unbiased
on credentials.
Right, I think you have to put Lil Keke on there.
Oh yeah, okay.
And like he has songs with Fat Pat. He's on every fucking. He has one of the. If we had to name like a top 5 most classic Texas songs, like Southside has to make that list. Like, we do the Southside,
Chunk Up the Deuces up there too.
Chunk Up the Deuces up there. He has songs with Fat Pat. He has songs with like DJ Screw. Obviously,
I mean, he's on that Texas remix.
You name it, but he has songs with Meg Thee Stallion. He has songs with like Beyonce.
The song with Meg and Sauce.
Right, like so. I think if you're being unbiased, Keke makes the list. But my personal 4. And man, I'm gonna dick ride hard. You almost want. I almost want to put You almost want to put OT in there just based on what he's been doing, but I don't think he's earned that Mount Rushmore spot yet. I'll go Chameleonaire for fucking sure. King Koopa, like that era, there's nothing better than that. Flip, Chameleonaire, Paul Wall, and I'm gonna go Slim Thug. Those are my four. But I mean, no, I don't know if I take Slim Thug off and I put Big Mo on.
Oh,
I love Big
the
Mo.
Bar Baby.
I love the Bar Baby. Just a Dog. Purple Stuff. It's up. But Big Mo's up there. I love Big Mo. Hawk was a fucking beast. You know, again, it sucks that because when they pass away, then you like listen to their catalog a little bit. Who would have fucking known? Big Pokey's a fucking monster. Yeah. I was talking to Livola.
Yeah.
And this is years ago. And I was like, bro, like if you could have a track with anybody from Texas, who would it be? And he was like, Big Pokey, man.
He got it.
He's like, he was Moyo Poyo, and now I'm they called him what did they call him? Not Livola. They called him Motorola.
Yeah.
He's like, so I'm live in this bitch. So I call myself Livola.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, they come up with that song with 12 G's as the producer. Nasty.
Trunk Wave.
Yeah. So like again, just seeing that shit, it was dope. Shout out to I'm trying to give as many shout outs as I can. Shout out to Eddie Ortiz. I was interviewing him. He's a local boxer here in San Antonio. And we were talking San Antonio hip hop, and I was like, "Who's your favorite San Antonio artist?" He's like, "Man, it has to be Livola. Livola's my boy, right?" Yeah. So I reached out to Livola. I was like, "Bro, I got this local boxer. He's fighting next week." I was like, "You think you can give him like a quick shout out video, like saying like good luck or whatever?" He's like, "Yeah, for sure." Sends me the video, and I'm trying to think like, damn, how fucking dope is this? Like, his favorite San Antonio rapper just gave him a fucking shout out right before his big fight. Like,
that's dope.
That shit's fucking dope, man. So like.
Shout out Livola, who you heard on the intro song right before this episode started.
And if we're doing San Antonio Mount
God.
Rushmore, you gotta put Livola in there.
No, he's number one in my book forever.
He's the number one. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
There's so many though. I love Lil Ken.
Famous.
Famous is fucking fire as fuck. Man, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you go, like, kind of like the Lil Kiki argument. If you go based on credentials, you have to put Kylie in there.
Yeah.
Like, he's fucking did so much for the city. Has had all the big features. Have had all the big moments and everything he does for the community.
Yeah.
I just recently got put on to Sosa.
Oh God, you were missing out. Sosa Antone.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! I heard him on that collaboration album with him.
That 6 song.
Yeah. Woo! And then he did the Texas remix.
Yep.
Woo! And then shout out to my boy Flaws. He's like, bro, you hadn't heard his album yet. You have to listen to his album yet. Woo!
He's got his Cortez and his Dickies on. Listen to that song.
Wow. Yeah, he's a monster too.
Sorry, I'm getting excited. We're talking Texas rap. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good. Man. I have no
I know. I'm so
like,
sorry.
I tell you, like, new age. I like R&B folk mob. Obviously, I love what Rich Greedy's doing.
I love Rich
Greedy. I love Rich Greedy. And it's kind of hard because a lot of people don't like a lot of people, and like, but
yeah.
Man, I'm gonna say that I love Hoodlum, man.
He's
love
dope.
Hoodlum. Something about Hoodlum's
Southside
beats
Hoodlum.
and like just the.
I like Izzy 93.
Izzy 93 is another dope one. Again, R&B folk mob's another dope one. Man, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody crucial.
Lil Yoda. I'm gonna start rambling.
Lil Yoda's dope. Yeah, I mean, and that's what bothers me about San Antonio is we got so much fucking talent in the city. If we all work together like we're doing with podcasting, like I feel like just recently in the podcast.
Hey, what was your rap name?
J-Hen.
Okay, J-Hen.
New baby's J-Hen.
J-Hen's. North. I mean, we out here.
It's the Mr. JT. It's the Mr. J-Hen.
Hey, give me some more breakaways. We're gonna freestyle this tonight.
Let's go. But yeah, even that though, like I'm from that era. Like you put on a beat, that should be easy for me. Like let's do it.
We might do that in a little bit.
That'd be easy for me.
Hey, Pete tries to freestyle too, though.
Hell no.
I'm Petra. I'm your number one feature.
Okay.
J-Hen, it was really nice to meet ya.
Go shopping. I might swipe my Visa. No. Oh, we set you up.
We threw you the alley-oop, man.
I'm sorry. I don't rap. I know nothing about rap. You want to talk Celine Dion, Shania Twain? I'm your girl.
You just gotta wrap one of those, and that shit would have been dope.
Tall Camp.
At Ladies Made Cleaning, we provide top quality cleaning services that save you time and leave your space spotless. From homes to offices, we bring the sparkle back. Reliable, thorough, and always on time. Call Ladies Made Cleaning today for your free estimate. 210-580-4330.
I have a script ready.
Yeah,
From a movie scene.
Yeah.
So,
We're going to put your acting skills
I was in
to
theater arts.
the
I'm ready for
test.
this shit.
So, the scenes from 2006, there's a couple lines where I was like, well, that wouldn't age well today.
Yeah,
But we'll try it out.
we got this.
Marty, you actually have one line off camera. Yeah, because in the movie, he's off camera. He just yells one line.
If I say this to you or you, I'm sorry. Just in my head, I just want to say, "Shut up, bitch!" to anybody.
That's fine.
That's just like the dopest little soundbite in the world.
So, who wants to read the most?
Give it to John.
Give it to me.
Well, you're gonna have the line.
Let's go, baby.
Peter, do you want to be boy or girl?
I always want to be a girl.
Okay.
I'm a day oneer.
Okay. You're a day one vagina.
I'm a day one vagina.
So me and you are co-workers, and she's our boss.
Okay,
And
Sounds about
Marty's
right.
the cook in the kitchen.
Gotcha.
She has one line.
okay. Am I starting? Is this number one?
Yep, you got the first line. Are y'all ready?
Am I a douchebag? Am I nice? What's the?
You're a douchebag who's a perv.
Okay. You're fucking around with the boss?
Yeah, that's why I'm moving to Florida with my fiance.
Why would you want to fuck around with the chick your own age, man? If you got to sow some of your wild oats, there would be all these fine young chicks that stop here from after school.
First off, I'm not cheating on my fiance. Secondly, if I was cheating on my fiance, it wouldn't be with a teenager.
Why not? I mean, come on, guy. The best part about the job is you barely legal puss, dude. It comes in here all the freaking time. They look at me because I got a freaking driver's license. It's awesome.
You're 33.
You show me one who's as buck wild in bed as her 17 years old counterparts. Nowadays, chicks are crazy. They're up for anything. They even like it when you go ass to mouth.
Oh my God.
What?
Are you serious?
I don't fuck around when it comes to ass to mouth.
You never go ass to mouth.
It's never my idea. These young girls today get all horned up and they tell you, go ass to mouth.
You never go ass to mouth, Randall.
You sound like my mom, Bex. Do you ever go ass to mouth?
You never go ass to mouth.
You've never gone ass to mouth?
You never go ass to mouth.
I've never gone ass to mouth.
Not even once?
Not even ever.
You're so repressed. Oh my God. All right, look. I know you've gotten a little blowjob, right?
I haven't even put my purse down yet.
Is that a yes? I mean, all right, look. I know we've gone down on some chicks, right?
What's your point?
Well, when you've done chowing down on the no parts of the lower, you kiss them, right? I mean, that's just like going ass to mouth.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you just compared a vagina to an asshole.
And?
Have you restocked all the napkin holders yet?
That's Eliza's job.
That comparison of pink and brown eyes just made it a Randall job.
Zing. Shut the fuck up. Go, bud. I could probably sue this whole corporation right now for sexual harassment. You're just making me restock the napkin holders because of my firmly held beliefs on the subject of ass to mouth.
You never go ass to mouth.
Would you just grow up? I mean, come on.
All right, I'm going to tell you this because we're friends, but sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's forgivable to go ass to mouth.
I knew it. I knew it.
Does anyone know the movie scene?
I thought I did, but no, I don't.
No.
No. Marty, you have to know it.
Sounds like Clerks. But I
Yep,
don't know if that's-
it's Clerks
Is it
too.
Clerks?
It's Clerks too.
Oh
It's
shit.
Rosie Dawson and
Yep.
the fucking Biden.
Yep. You know every fucking movie.
Those are the same two. What's the
From Clerks.
what's-
Chasing Amy?
No, what's-
Jay and Silent Bob.
Jay and Silent Bob? That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. That's Jay and Silent Bob, right?
See, I would grab a scene from them, but they don't. One of them doesn't talk.
Tall Camp.
So I actually, I
Okay,
would
here we
love
go.
to know what it is like on your podcast because this is the way I've been imagining it for years. Is
Very
your
similar.
Dusty, 'cause
Really?
you just wiped the dust
No,
as you
very
said
similar.
that.
So, me and LJ normally just do audio only.
right?
So, like, we're on the phone. People don't know that. So, like, if you didn't know LJ lived in Virginia, you would just assume, because the chemistry, that we
Correct.
sit right next to each other. And at first, and still to this day, I listen. I know my faults, and I talk over him all the time.
Yeah,
I don't shut the fuck
it's
up.
okay.
I get it. I get it. And that's the only real feedback that we get is like, you don't shut the fuck up. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, and in my head, I'm like, we're bouncing back. So,
Yeah.
like, I expect him to cut me off. And he's respectful, so he don't really cut me
Right.
off. So it just feels like I'm always cutting him off. But I'm like, if you were to be like, no, fuck no, like, and cut me off,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. So, like, it's very simple.
No, fuck no.
I have a
Shut up, bitch! No, I'm just-
bitch. I have a table like this. I turn the lights off, and I have all my neons. I have like 3 or 4 neons that I turn on, and it's just dark and lights up a little bit. I put my headphones on. I have my computer screen and mic just like this, and we just chat. Chat. It's dope.
That's why.
Now,
it
what
does sound
about-
like they're in the same room?
Yeah, no, I know.
Now Wrestlers has got you a setup though, right?
We're
Shout
getting
out.
there. Oh my God, we're getting there. Hopefully, again, that's another thing I don't really want to speak about. No,
okay.
I'll speak on it because like it's a known thing, but like I want it to go through, so I don't mind speaking on it. I'll definitely tell you the idea because the idea is dope, and but again, it's been delayed. That's why I'm getting nervous because I'm like, man, this shit should have already been there. Like, what's going on? But Rustlers is On Wax podcast sponsor. And it's a card house, right? So like we spoke about it. They have like the blackjack game. They have a baccarat game. They have obviously poker and all this good stuff. So I told him my idea. I was pitching my idea. I was like, since you're already sponsoring me, I'd love to shoot my videos over there, like all my content.
Yeah.
I was like, and we don't even need like a full blown area. I want to use your poker tables.
I saw the first
Sure.
video you
That
did.
have
That was
like
fire.
the felt on there, so it's gonna have like Rustlers Club all over, and it just depends on how balls deep they want to go. Like I can interview you, right, and we could be having chips, and we could have a dealer deal us cards, and we could be playing cards and
While
literally
talking.
talking.
I love that.
We could do that.
That's dope.
We could play poker. Raise. Okay, cool. While talking, if you wanted to do that, or
Yeah.
we could just use the free promo as the poker table. He's like I said, the plan is to give me a fucking sick ass On Wax the Podcast neon light sign that's right here.
Shout out
Table
Opie the
here.
bird.
Right,
The
yeah, I seen the
sponsor.
bird, the classic bird
You gotta
over
sign
here.
in with all the signing
Oh,
that out
I
there.
will. So yeah, that's the plan, is to record episodes over there. And again, like, there's so many ideas that I have because I'm a mastermind. But I was like, man, we could play hands for stakes, Vic. All right, chug every time you lose a hand, chug the beer for 5
Hell
seconds.
yeah.
We could have a bottle here and like be like, take a shot if you whatever. Like, we could incorporate what they're bringing to the table and incorporate what I'm bringing to the table. Max up, because I was telling them like every guest that I get in is gonna bring their audience, and their audience can be like,
Yes.
where are they recording?
Yes.
Rustlers. I'm gonna have some people, and those people are gonna be like, where are they recording? Rustlers. So it's gonna work in hand to hand, I feel. And we've talked about it, and I actually just emailed them today. So I'm really hoping something pops off, man. But man, enough about me. I'm tired. I don't want it to be all about me. You guys are doing some fucking crazy things. I need to, and I'm not gonna be standing you guys up. Please invite me. I'll take the kids. I went to a show already, and it was MMA and it was wrestling combination show, and it was dope because, like I mentioned, you want to talk kids. My kids are in Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu.
Oh shit. Okay.
And so like me and Eddie, or me and Elisa, even Elisa hasn't really watched it lately, but we can sit and watch fights. Like, oh shit, like, oh look, he's in a triangle. He has to break the grip, and we can like break it down and watch him for you. And we love that shit. But when they had the wrestling portion of the show, he really lost his shit. They were coming out and they were like hitting each other.
I wish. What do you know? What promotion it was?
No, but it's on my Instagram.
Okay.
But
We got to
there's
get Eddie on a ring.
Bro,
he will think it's
loved
cool.
it. He loved it. And like, you guys go to some backyard shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's
some
legit.
Cactus Jack shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, like that shit for me, I would go like even to like support and film and post like I done did. But like if I could bring the family,
Yeah.
that shit would be
It's
dope.
fun.
And it's local.
There's some dates coming up, and I'll send them to you. But the dates are pending. But United 2-0 is still gonna run some shows this
Yeah,
month
they are.
in June coming up.
Yes,
I voted
they
for
are.
your ass.
Who?
Weren't you running
Yeah, I
for
was.
something?
Yeah.
I was like,
I was like-
so-
A lot of people voted for me.
Did you
Give
not
me
get
my
it?
job. No, it hasn't been announced
Oh,
yet.
Has
okay.
it
Yeah.
been
But-
announced?
You get it.
Yeah.
I need VIP seats.
That's right. That's
And $1 off lemonade.
Yeah. I mean, $1 beer, something.
Something. Well,
Yeah.
bring your own beer.
Tall Camp.
You're wearing a wrestling shirt.
Yeah, DX.
So before we wind down, I asked you your Mount Rushmore on Texas rappers. Mount Rushmore on WWE wrestlers.
Any wrestlers.
Okay. Oh, you want
What are we doing?
Any wrestler.
Any wrestlers or WWE or what you
All
grew
I
up
know
on?
is WWE.
Okay.
I'm Team WWE.
Oh, you said
And when
fuck
we had to-
AEW.
When we had to go to Nitro or Raw, baby, I almost wore my Raw is War shirt, but I went DX, but I almost wore the Raw is War shirt. And like I said with hip hop, I've changed it throughout the years. So because I know Shawn Michaels is from San Antonio, he's climbed
go.
up the list, but he doesn't make my Mount Rushmore. I'll tell you who does. Out of respect for my younger self, you gotta put in the Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
He grabbed the motherfucking car and he used to get crazy. That's how I feel when I got on this bitch. That's number 1. Number 2. Bret the Hitman Hart. He'll put your ass in a sharpshooter.
Okay.
The Hart Foundation.
What?
Bret Hart.
What?
And now I'd be remiss if I didn't name these last 2 sumbitches.
What?
Save it. What's yours? What's your favorite wrestler? It doesn't matter what your favorite wrestler is. It's the damn Rock. He's number 4-3. And as I was a kid, these are all my favorites. I like the Ultimate Warrior. Then I like Bret the Hitman Hart.
What?
Then it went to The Rock.
What?
But as I got older, you gotta appreciate one son of a bitch.
What?
And that motherfucker drinks IPAs just like me.
What?
And if you like All Wax the podcast, then you'll like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
He's a crazy son of a bitch, and he's from the country. So we're gonna go the Ultimate Warrior. We're gonna go Bret the Hitman Hart, Rocky Maivia, or The Rock. And then we're going to go with Stone Cold Steve Austin. In my honorable mention, because he's from Bastrop, and me and LJ met him at fucking Jack in the Box. And then my dad paid a fucking electricity bill right next to this sumbitch. And he's been doing it longer than anybody I named. And then you gotta put number 5 with the dead man himself, the motherfucking Undertaker.
Wait, hold on. You met the fucking Undertaker?
I met him. And he was a dick.
Oh,
We hated him. We were at, me and LJ were at,
Alright, reset. That sounds.
we were at the Jack in the Box. What's the Jack in the Box burger?
The
Ultimate Jack.
No.
the big fuck.
This we were eating a damn sourdough Jack.
There you go.
And we looked to our right and went through the drive-through meal. We see a fucking big jacked up truck and LJ goes, "Oh shit, dude, is that the Undertaker?" And I go, "Oh shit." And you know me, I go in for the opportunity. So I said,
Yeah.
"We gotta go get his autograph." We go up
Fuck
to
yeah.
the truck and I said, Undertaker, can we get your autograph?" And we have a napkin, a fucking Jack in the Box napkin. And we ask him for a pen. And we ask the Undertaker, "Can we please have a napkin or get your autograph?" And he goes, in the dead man voice, goes, "What is it worth to you?"
What the fuck?
And
This
I
has to be a
say,
lie. They ain't
No. And I said, "Man, I don't know. Like, we're just big fans." And he goes, "Would you give me that hat?" And I go, I was like, "I don't know, dude." I was like, "It's my brother's hat. I accidentally borrowed it." And he's like, "You wouldn't give me your brother's hat?" And I was like, "Ugh,
Well, I got some news for you.
I can't." And he said no.
Oh, he canceled.
Oh, he can.
Oh, he's not here. He's not here. And so he let us down. He said, "No, I can't give you an autograph." He's like, "No, if it's not towards your brother's hat, I can't give you an autograph." We went walking like 10, 15 feet, and his wife was with him. So like, there's a crazy story. It's like, was he fucking with us, let us walk, and then pulled us back in, or was he dead serious? And his wife said, "You better fucking sign that shit." We don't know, but we got like 10, 15 feet down the road. He's like, "Hey," and he signed the fucking napkin, gave us the autograph, but it just wasn't. You know,
genuine. It was.
I don't even have that shit. No.
I know. Shut up, bitch.
All that shit for nothing.
LJ met Tim Duncan one time. He was doing these commercial, and he gave me Tim Duncan's autograph on a napkin. I lost that shit too.
I get that.
Don't give you anything with a napkin.
My dad has a Keith Van Horn.
Oh, you want the autograph? Undertaker's autograph. It's right here. No, yeah. But Shawn Michaels is up there. I'm trying to think of other wrestlers that I just loved, man. But there's so many that like I used to like as a kid. Those five for sure stand out to me. I didn't really care for Kane. Man, I'm trying to think of like big ones. I used to love X-Pac. He was my favorite DX member for sure.
He's so nice to me.
Can we talk about China's clit? No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
China got a dick on her, dude. China was dope, I guess. I used to hate Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Ew, you probably would.
Whoa.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley wasn't it for the longest time, and then he became Triple H, and I guess he became a little bit cooler, but now he's the face of the fucking of the whole bitch.
Him and The Rock.
Tall can.
Oh fuck! Tall can venting. Do any of us have anything to vent about? Because something's been on my mind for like a week.
Go. Well, this could be you know the podcast well enough. This could be a Dr. John Hitch segment. I like to break down certain vents and break it down and see how I can give you advice.
Okay, well, mine has to do with what was my favorite fast food restaurant.
Okay.
Which was Carl's Jr.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
I've gone twice in the last month and a half because they've closed a lot of them down here. There's one left. It's a 30-minute drive in Von Army.
Army, okay.
And the last two times I went, the first time I went, I was like, this shit's dry as hell.
Like some bus, dude.
Yeah. And this last time I went, which was a week ago, I was like, no, there's no way. It was a bad
batch.
Yeah.
Bad cook.
Yeah, I was
Bad
eating
day.
my burger. I was like, what the fuck happened to the restaurant that I loved, Carl's Jr.? The greasiness isn't there. There's no juice in the meat. There's no flavor.
I hate
in
it
the
when
meat.
there's no juice in that meat.
I want juice in my meat. Give me all the juice. Give me all the juice in my meat, Carl.
I don't know if you're trying to be dumb or not, or the IPA's kicking in. What?
Carl, I want the juice.
Carl,
And there's no flavor.
He wants flavor in the juice.
I need more sauce.
He needs more sauce.
It's not
He needs
good
a plot.
anymore.
And it's-
Carl, I think it's time for us to break up for a temporary time.
Your meat's no longer good.
The meat isn't good as
I
much.
feel like if we tag Carl's Jr., they're gonna give you a gift card or some shit.
They better
Sure
because
it's
I've been a
juicy,
supporter
man.
forever. And Carl, your meat's not as good as it used to be.
He's probably getting old, bro. That's
I
what
mean,
happens.
I put it in my mouth and it doesn't taste the same.
My girl's thinking the same thing. She's like, your meat is not as good as
Is
it
your
once
name
was.
Carl?
No, not yet. I might play that character tonight, though. You want that fucking greasy meat? That juice?
Do you want the big Carl? Because I miss the big Carl going in my mouth.
Oh!
I miss when it was
Talk to
juicy.
Oh.
And when it would drip.
This is the plot.
Right here. This is
And it doesn't drip anymore. There's
I'm
no
getting
more
turned
juice.
on. About to turn it off.
There's no more juice in your meat. And I miss that a lot.
Uh-huh.
So,
No, this is great.
so please, Carl Jr.,
Check your juice.
check your juice. Give me the grease in my mouth that I have wanted for years and that I have
What's that
loved
grizzle?
for
That
years.
glut glut grizzle.
Because it's not the same, and we're gonna break up, and I'm not gonna drive 30 minutes to get your meat in my mouth.
Well, this is an easy answer, my man. And we're gonna go local for the answer. We can go that route because Whataburger's really good, but
Not anymore.
I'm all about supporting local, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now Carl's Juniors don't want to give you that juice. Carl doesn't want to give you that. Carl don't want to give you that bust.
Nope.
Then we got an answer for you, Bubba. You're gonna go down Tesla Road.
Okay.
You can take a right on Gilbo.
Where are we going? I think.
Gilbo and Bandera.
Where are we going?
We're gonna stop at Fredericksburger.
I
Yeah.
had it the other day.
And it's gonna give you juice.
Carl, you're fucked.
It's gonna give you flavor.
That shit was
It's
good.
a nut in your mouth.
Give me that Fredericksburger nut.
Oh yeah.
That shit was so good.
Fredericksburger.
Fredericksburger is dope, and it's brawn and 16.
Yes.
And it's wet and it's juicy and it's tasty.
Yes, it's so
Right.
fucking.
When
Yeah,
I want
sorry.
burgers, I got a Fredericksburger. God damn it!
I saw it on the way to my route, and I got off work, and I got off, and I went to pick up
Got
Sarah,
off and then got off work.
and then I was like, "We're going here." We tried it.
Fire.
Yes.
Thanks for the invite.
Boy, we fly high, no lie. You know this Fredericksburger. Yeah.
Mhm.
Didn't you say 210 burger was good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you didn't
that
like
was
that
gross.
shit.
What's 210 burger?
It's closed
Exactly.
That's all I need to know.
now. No, they're
That's a-
they're
uh,
hating.
But Fredericksburger
They're hating.
When I
is
was
best.
younger, we used to go to the Shack.
The Shack still, I mean, it's open still.
They switched locations, and then it went from Shack to Teddy B's, and it was still great quality. And then Teddy B's closed, so now you have to go back to the Shack. But
It's
now
not
it's
the
like,
same.
nah,
No,
fuck
no.
the Shack.
'Cause-
We going to Fredericksburger.
Because I used to like the Teddy B's location. It was a gas station, right?
Off Babcock
Yes,
and Prue.
yes. And then they switched to the Shack. I'll still go there, but it's hit or miss.
Exactly.
It's a hit or miss.
I still go there, but it doesn't. When you're in the gas station,
It was different.
Fredericksburger.
Fredericksburger.
Teddy B's.
Woo!
Have you been to Geno's?
Don't know what that is.
Let me put you some bitches on. If you listen to this some bitch, you gotta Google Geno's in a gas station. They said they're in a gas station by choice. They wanted to give it that New York feel. What do they call those New York that's what they're known for, but they call those gas stations
No idea.
they call them something in New York.
Where are we going?
I forget what they're called. But somebody's like, they talking about that? Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
You go get the Philly cheesesteak. Huh?
Is it Bodega?
Bodega. They wanted to go after the bodega look, feel from New York. Geno's, San Antonio. I don't even know how true this is. It's kind of sort of like calling San Antonio's #1 podcast. It's kind of sort of same. They claim that they're like Yelp's #1 restaurant in the world. Cool beans if you really are. If you're not, still great place. So they ask you at the end of the meal, they said, did you like it? For whatever reason, if you're like, if you want to save a few bucks. If you say you didn't like it, they'll pay for your shit. But you're like, I loved it. Like, okay, good. If you didn't, we're going to pay for it. If you go there and say it's your first time, they're going to give you free chips and drink just on the house, just because that's how they roll. Geno's, Fredericksburger, you're welcome. I'm a foodie. Follow me, Comida Vida. Me Vida
You
Vida.
are definitely a
Yeah, I
foodie.
try to go anywhere and everywhere that I can that's local. So, Geno's for sure. Fredericksburger for sure.
Yeah, Fredericksburger.
Carl's Jr. kick fucking rock.
Yeah,
you
kick
piece
fucking
of
rock,
shit.
Carl. Your fucking meat
Any
sucks.
more brain busters
That was-
for me?
That was.
Chucky's is good too.
Chucky's is good.
Chunky.
That's good. Yeah.
Bandera's still open? Callahan, right?
Callahan.
Yeah, almost Bandera. Yeah, okay.
That shit's good. We had it like 2 weeks ago. That's fire.
I haven't been in forever.
Now I want a burger.
What are y'all gonna vent about before we head out?
I really don't have anything.
I was holding that Carl's one for like since I had that
I'm
shit.
a vent about this just because I want it to be on the agenda somehow, some way. So I'm going to incorporate it. It's what professionals do. Since we didn't touch on it. Houston Rockets, man. It's been about a month, so it's kind of over.
What's funny? It was on the agenda,
I know.
but we went long. I was like,
I know. Listen,
It's all good.
there's just too many times where you fall short. Okay.
oh, I know.
And if you would have lost another, like the next round, I wouldn't have been upset.
No, but
it just feels like the fucking Warriors are your fucking kryptonite.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
And we were number 2 in the West. And
Yeah.
when you're number
How the
2
fuck
and
do
you
you
place
win
the
that
number
many
7
games?
and you still lose, just pisses me the fuck off. Reminds me of some Dallas Cowboy shit. Like I'm tired
Hold on.
I'm tired of having franchises that fuck me. Can we have my Mount real quick just to get the sound bite? I need my Mount Rushmore of Houston Rockets players.
Go.
Steve Francis.
Yes.
I had the Steve Francis jersey. I went back and forth whether I was going to go DX or Steve Francis.
No.
Steve Francis. Sam Cassell.
Oh, okay.
I used to love Sam Cassell during those
That's
eras.
a choice.
SPN, baby.
Yeah.
Again, how did I know that? Because I know what I'm talking about. From H-Town to Cali, just like Robert Ory.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. Sam Cassell, Steve Francis. I hate to put Tracy McGrady in there because he's like a transfer later in his career type of guy.
He got traded for Steve Francis.
Yeah, but he was a fucking he's a fucking monster.
13 points in 33 seconds.
Yep. Came back, won the game. Newer players, man. I feel like all my players would be kind of in that era, but I used to love Moochie Norris. We talked about Aaron. What's his name? Aaron. Not Green. Was it Aaron Green? What's his name?
No.
Brooks. Aaron Brooks is a fucking
Brooks.
monster. Like, if I had to literally name some players, Aaron Brooks might be on there. Really, Luis Scola. I used to love Luis Scola. Yao Ming, obviously, right? But nowadays, I just barely got put on to Sagoon.
Oh my god!
I used to be such a fucking Jalen Green fan.
No, fuck Jalen Green.
But like,
What are
it's
you
hard to
talking
watch.
about?
It's hard to watch the games consistently because we're so busy. But then, like, we're living in San Antonio, so it's all Spurs Nation,
It's all blocked out too.
and so like, you don't get to watch them. So like, I really watched
Once
every
we made
game of the
playoffs
Warriors.
again, I was like, "Oh, we're on TV now."
Yep, exactly. And
Yeah.
I watched,
And Jalen Green is
shit
a
the
fucking bitch.
Bed,
Thank
dude.
you.
And it just was bothering me. But Sagoon played his ass off.
Sagoon's great.
Thompson played his ass
Yes.
off. We got the 10th pick. I'm really excited about that. And real quick, just to get the elephant out of the room, is there's too many fucking. I'm talking to y'all again, okay? There's too many fucking haters out there. Like, I should be able to like the Spurs because I'm from San Antonio and the community, and like I don't want to, because like what I could do is rep the Rockets 100%, and then I come off as a Spurs hater, or I could be repping the Rockets 100% and then be a Spurs hater where you're like, oh, this guy's a Spurs hater, fuck him. What I try to do is be very neutral with Spurs, like the Spurs, go to the Spurs games. I have a Spurs hat. I have the Robert Ory Spurs jersey. I have a Ginobili jersey. I have a Rodman jersey. I like to support the look. I'm representing my city. But at the end of the motherfucking day, when the smoke clears, I don't want it to be confused. I like the Spurs. I support the Spurs. I think their colors are dope. I think their logo is dope. I like the neon colors. I'm all for it. I'm a Rockets fan. God
Okay, so
damn it.
we're on the same fucking page because I have a Rodman jersey. I have a Duncan jersey. I have
the
I have Spurs shorts because
Right.
they're dope. And I post pictures in them, and they're like, "You're a phony." And I'm like,
Right.
"Bitch,
I
grew
for
up here.
years.
My family's from Houston.
Same,
Is this another
fucking
event?
Same story.
I told you.
No, same story. My grandparents are from Pearland, so like growing up, and you got to understand.
I respect basketball."
I was born in '87, so like in '94, '95, that's when the Rockets were good. That's when I started to play basketball. That's when they were good. So like. My grandparents would take us to the games. We used to go to the Astros games, Killer Bees, Bagwell, Biggio. They had the
Bell,
fucking
Bagwell,
clutch-
Biggio.
Bell, Bagwell, Biggio. If you want to be
love Derek
specifically.
Bell.
Derek Bell, Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, and then they got Lance Berkman a little bit later.
Yes.
And it was all Killer Bees if you want to be specific, since you want to trust my fucking knowledge. And that was the era. And then you had the Clutch City, the Rockets. We were talking about it. Vernon Maxwell,
Yes.
Otis Thorpe, Sam Cassell, Robert Ory, Drexler, Barkley came in, Hakeem Olajuwon. We go down the fucking list, right? And Rudy Tomjanovich.
Yep.
Like, that was the time, and so was the Cowboys. And I think during that time, that's when the Oilers kind of transitioned to the Titans.
Yep.
So like, it was the Astros, Rockets, Cowboys, and that's all I fucking knew. And that's the fucking end of it.
Let's go.
Let me talk to him real quick. We're done.
Yeah, this is it.
Talk Cam podcast, man. San Antonio's top 12 podcast.
Hey, the top 12 do-it-yourself podcast.
I fuck with you, but like, listen, man, they put it in the fucking work, and that's all you want to see in your podcast. So if you're listening to this podcast, that means one thing: you love me, holla at your boy, or you appreciate their work, and both work out. Talk Camp podcast, man. These people are fucking putting in the work, and that's why I respect it. And I've been saying this. Like, obviously, I've known you forever, but like, you, my man, we have a lot in common, but B, he wants it. He's a fucking work ethic. And when y'all posted that reel, right? With
what I loved about it was you didn't come off as a hater.
No.
And that's the point. It's
I
like
think it was straight up like,
I
say what you want.
loved it.
and let's
I
go.
loved it because you didn't come off as a hater, and like so many people.
Why does
in
Peter
that-
hold back on supporting other podcasts?
So many people in
I
that
don't.
moment could have threw shade because we've never met in person,
Yeah.
and you didn't.
Right.
And like that for one is like I gotta fuck with these dudes for sure. So I appreciate that shit. You're always supporting. I appreciate that shit.
course.
Today, how long did we go? 2 hours.
2 hours.
This shit's been fucking amazing. Shit's been easy for me.
Yeah.
And this shit's been just a conversation. So
And I knew you guys would hit it off
Yeah.
because you guys had so
we
much
bumped
in
into each
common.
other at Walmart like
Yeah.
for 15
Oh,
seconds a
That's
few months
awesome.
ago.
That's awesome.
I was so hungover.
Yeah, and I was in a rush too, so it was like whatever. But I'm glad I got to do it. It was a long time coming. Thank you guys for all the support. If you're from my platform and you're listening because I'm on it, holla at your boy. Follow Tonkan listening. Follow North 210. Follow Peter, man. They're legit, genuine people, and that's what I gravitate towards. So thank you guys for being a support. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I can't wait for it to drop. And holla at your motherfucking boy, baby.
Let's go.
On Wax Podcast, J-Hen. We at San Antonio 210. We at this motherfucker, man.
And banging whores.
Ooh.
Smash breakaway.
Give me another green can.
I gotta change that theme song.
Tall Camp